Hi everyone, Coach Cary here. Today we're going to be talking about running a 10K. And have you ever wanted to run a 10K? A lot of people have been very interested in running and doing a race. And uh, Today we're going to talk more about how you can get into running. And I'm going to talk about my journey and how I got into running, the races that I've done, and the training that I did this morning. Running is a wonderful thing. I find it helps to keep me in good shape, but it also um, is challenging. And so it's a wonderful thing that you can do on your own. You can do in a group. You can sign up for a race in a different location and kind of look forward to traveling there. So there's a lot of things you can do um, with running. And just going to take you a little bit through my journey here on YouTube Live, as well as we're on Instagram Live right now as well. So do you want to run a 10K? In this video, I'm going to talk about why I started running and how to get up to 10 kilometers and then today's 10K training. So I started running way back in my early 20s, and I was an athlete in my teenage years, mostly playing hockey and sports like that, and soccer. And a friend of mine was a really good runner in high school, and I decided that I wanted to start running with him. And so he was really good at it, and I was really slow and kind of out of shape. And he he basically said, you know what, I'm going to train you. I'm going to take you out for runs. I'm going to coach you and teach you a little bit more about running. So we went out for runs, and he would teach me about my hand position, about my body position, the shoe wear I needed, the mindset. So there was a lot of things that I really needed to learn about, and it took some time, I have to be honest, and took some time to get in shape. It took some running and walking. It took short distances to start and then eventually longer distances. So it really was a progression. And if you're someone who's dreaming about running or maybe just getting started, it's okay. That's the first thing, is it's okay. You just need to kind of get into it and then start to make some plans. We offer a coaching service. So if you're interested, you can click on the show notes below or the link in the bio on Instagram. And that'll take you over to booking a 15 or 30-minute consult. And we'd be happy to help you with your training or getting in better shape and being able to do a 10K race. So I started running because of a friend, and that was really instrumental in getting me started in my first marathon, and that was over 25 years ago now. And subsequently, I've done about just over, well, 10 to 15 marathons, full marathons, half marathons, 10K, 5K, and I've really enjoyed them all. I have a medal rack here in my office, and the bibs for some of them and the medals for most of them hanging here in my office. So it's something that you can be proud of and something to look forward to. Um, how do you get up to 10K? Well, I'm a health professional and I've been seeing patients for over 25 years as well. And I know from seeing a lot of patients that getting up to 10K, you have to build your body up to it. So the ligaments, the muscles, the joints all need to get conditioned for that. Setting a training program is a good idea, because if you set a training program, then you can follow that program. So Nike Run Club has a great program. We're happy to help you set up your own training program, a customized one. Again, with the coaching, if you click on the link in the show notes, you go right to the coaching links. But we're happy to help you set up a customized training program where you can just start having runs or walks every other day. That's a good way to start. And then you have a day of recovery in between. Hydration is going to be important, drinking enough water, eating the right foods, getting enough sleep, um, and then getting into the mechanics of the running too. Uh, a little bit of a forward lean or what we call forward cadence is going to be important. The shoe wear you have, the clothing, the conditions and how to dress and how to adapt to the conditions, your running route, your pace, your splits, which is uh, the second, the third, the fourth mile or kilometer being faster than the first one. So we want to talk about all those things with our coaching clients and just to help you to better train uh, for a 10K. Today's 10K was great because I was lucky enough to get sunny conditions and colder conditions. And generally for me, I run better when it's colder and when it's sunny. So um, that was a bonus this morning, except that I didn't expect because all week it was kind of rainy and cloudy. So running today was really great. And starting out was good. I had different clothing. My regular run clothing was in the wash, so these things happen, and I had to run kind of my backup, get my backup running gear on, and so I wasn't used to that. Even the phone holder was different. Um, so that was a bit of a challenge I had to overcome. And then once I got onto the running route, it felt pretty good. The one thing that I noticed is I've had some injuries lately, left hamstring, the right knee, but those things have been getting progressively better. And today's the first run where I felt really solid, like I had no pain or discomfort, even into the longer distance of the run. So that was really exciting for me because I'd been doing some massage therapy, I'd been doing my own work on the muscles, and then doing some stretching and yoga. So I think after about 3 or 4 weeks of doing that, it's really paying off. Uh, I'm able to run. I'm able to exercise without having that pulling in the hamstring or the soreness where the hamstring attaches into the ischial tuberosity, the pelvic area. So this has been really rewarding for me. I noticed that my breathing today was a little bit labored, a little bit harder to breathe, and maybe the pace was a little bit too quick. So when I was out there running, maybe some of those initial kilometers I was going a little too fast. I had a guided run, so the coach in the guided run was encouraging the runner to ease up and to run a little bit slower. So I took the coach's advice and eased up on the run, but I found the first 4 kilometers, maybe the pace was too quick. So I kind of eased up on that pace a bit. Stopped to take a few pictures. I've been trying to do that on my runs, and my app will pause the runs, so the metrics will pause. But I stopped to take a few pictures because I always like to share pictures of running over a bridge or a fall scene or a creek or things like that. So I really like to um, enjoy the run as much as paying attention to how I'm feeling and the metrics of the run. And I'd encourage you to do the same. You really want to enjoy each and every run. They're all different. So you don't want to be pushing too hard where you're not really enjoying that. And so that's kind of how today's run went. I wanted to make sure I got back in time too. So there was a little bit of that pressure to keep up the pace to get back on time so I could talk to you this morning. I had scheduled this live YouTube live at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Pacific or 12 noon Eastern. So I wanted to make sure I was available and on time to talk to you. So I'm hoping you enjoyed this chat today about running. Still in my running gear, feeling pretty sweaty, but cooling off a bit. And if you're interested in getting some coaching, the way we do that is you can just scan this QR code here in the top corner, and that will take you to a menu. And then the top two items are a 15-minute or 30-minute consultation. So feel free to click on those links and book a consultation. I'd be happy to talk to you on the phone about where you're at and your goals and some of the obstacles you're facing. You can click on the link in the show notes. That'll do the same thing for you. And then what I'm going to do is send you a survey. The survey will be just finding out a little bit more about you and your background and some of the goals and dreams you have for running and some of the obstacles you're currently facing, including health obstacles, strategic obstacles, and then we'll talk on the call. I'll give you a call at that time that you choose. It's really easy to schedule a day and time. You put in your phone number, your email address. We'll send you the intake uh, in advance via email, and then we'll talk on the phone. And then if it's a good fit, we'll set up a training program. Usually our training programs are a 13-week or 13 session program, usually over 13 weeks. But sometimes we do it every second week or 26 weeks. So 13 sessions over 26 weeks. And we offer a text and email support in between the sessions. So if you have any questions, you can send over a very simple text or an email, and we'll be happy to respond in longer format. Sometimes it takes a little longer, 24 hours to respond via email, but usually within a few hours we can respond via text. And we'd be happy to help you out with your running. It's something I'm passionate about. I've signed up for the Las Vegas Marathon next year, the Seattle Marathon as well. So those are races I'm looking forward to, and that's part of the Rock and Roll series. So if you've never run the Rock and Roll series, I would highly encourage you to do that too. It's so well organized and a lot of fun. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I'll be doing more posts and more videos about running. So follow us on social media at True North PM or at True North Practice Management. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel here, and we will have a podcast. A lot of these videos, we take the audio and we upload it into a podcast format that's on Apple and Android. So feel free to subscribe to our podcast channel, and hope you guys have a wonderful day today, and we'll talk to you soon.